What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another ranking video. This one didn't plan on doing it. Gonna be honest with you, but this one human out there typing away on their keyboard is just so determined to have us do this map ranking.
Do we give him a shout out?
I'll put the comment on the screen because I don't remember off the top of my head.
O-Dog.
This was
you just gonna put one comment or all of them?
No, I will get one. There's like 40 of them. But O-Dog, this one's for you. Don't say I never do nothing for you. Time to become a member. Okay, so we're going to be doing our map rankings from worst to best for Friday the 13th, the game. We had a conversation about this, like, how do we do it? It's like how it looks, how it plays. Is it for Jason, for Counselor? I think the approach we're going to take is, because you tend to play Counselor the most, we're going to take the Counselor fun approach. Which map would you want to play on most often? Would you play on loop, all right, as a Counselor? I think that's the approach we're taking because there's many ways you could look at this, all right? So, starting from worst, our least favorite map, and by the way, we still enjoy all these maps.
Yeah.
Like, we are firm supporters of all these maps, including this last one, which is Pinehurst. Pinehurst is at the back of our list. I still love this map.
Yeah.
Visually, it's outstanding. But, like, playing as a Counselor, just so where things are located, that huge gap of water in the middle, going from like island to island. It's confusing if you haven't driven the car a lot and getting out of there. And if you actually find the parts for the car, you pretty much have to heavily rely on the police escape, which that's not fun. You know, fuck the police. That's what I always say.
Coming straight from the underground.
But, yeah, so Pinehurst at the bottom of the list. I think most people will tend to agree with that one. Literally after that, it's up in the air, all right? But our next, quote-unquote, worst one is Higgins. All right, so Higgins, the reason why I think a lot of it is because we're Jason killers and like the fact that there's a goddamn island. And that island is such a pain in the ass. That is a scapegoat for Jason, man. Sometimes. If that shack is on the island, it's tough to get over there.
Unless you got the mask.
Yeah, you got to be strategic. But even then, you make so much noise in the water.
Yeah.
Like if Jason is
not
good, paying attention, yeah, like he could, he'll scoop and score on you. He'll suck you down under there. But it's still a decent map. I think now, because it's the one we played by far the most and for the longest time because of the beta. So, like, it's just, I think at this point, it's just kind of getting a little old. It's just kind of getting a little old.
I mean, sometimes you get the parts that spawn far away from each other. Sometimes you get both batteries in the same area.
Yeah. That map, because it's one of the earliest ones, it's still a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
It still has, like, that early Ilphonic problems, all right, before we started getting to a better flow of things. Not a good flow, but a better flow of things. All right, next on our list, back again, Higgins Small. For the same reason, really. The island's not there, so it's better for that reason.
Yeah.
But the same thing, just replayability, the same map over and over. You've just done it so much before, it gets kind of old. Tremendous lack of detail in that map, too. Like, if that map would have been made in the middle of the game's life, like when Jarvis came out, man, I can't imagine.
I mean, the actual cabin, Higgins, the main house, is detailed and something, amazing that we never thought we'd see in a million years.
Yeah, true.
But other than that,
they're all good.
I mean, yeah.
Like I said, they're all good. All right, next on our list, people probably wanted it lower, but we won't do that. Jarvis House. Jarvis House, first of all, I would say the most beautiful map.
Yeah.
And map is insane because not only did they have to do one super accurate house/cabin, they had to do two. They had to rock out the actual Jarvis house and the vacation house, and both are just perfect.
Yeah.
Then you have like Tommy's room, and that's just so cool. But the map itself, the way it is very difficult for counselors. I'm gonna be honest with you, spread out a lot, but if you are able to find the parts, the way the water's laid out, it's like, that's a cool approach to things, just circling around the map like that. But then for driving, it's probably the most fun map to drive on. Like, if you're one of those guys that likes looping around, do a little bit of drifting on the road, it's a good time.
Yeah. I think it'd be higher if there wasn't those side cabins.
Yeah.
that parts could spawn in there. It would be a little bit easier to get things done, and then it would probably be higher on our list.
Yeah,
But
sometimes it's just really hard to find parts. And, like, if you are not playing with somebody that knows the map like the back of their hand, like you're playing with new players,
Yeah.
you are not going to get everything done because you can't check everything. It's a big map, too.
Yeah, usually if we're just messing around or whatever, I will halfway through the game, I'll go over to those cabins and they haven't been looted.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, Jarvis is my favorite to play on.
It's a cool map.
Yeah.
It's a cool map, but I think it's I think there are some other ones that are probably more
Easier?
which is what takes us to the next one on our list, that being Camp Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake's a cool map. Where I think it lacks is in detail and whatnot, because there's just not too much to go off of in terms of the first Friday the 13th and what Camp Crystal Lake is. Like, there's not that main building anywhere. There's not that Higgins or that Jarvis house. It's just like, there's the boathouse. There's the
Workshop.
the archery range, the workshop. Like, those things are there, but they're very simplistic compared to these other things.
I mean, Easter egg filled, mainly.
Yeah. And but it is a good time. It's a lot of fun to get the car. Parts are pretty easy. Where shack locations are pretty easy, and it's a good one to drive on too. It feels like it kind of has like a NASCAR racetrack vibe.
And the boat's easy to get out as well.
And the boat's easy to get out too. So yeah, that's our vote. All right, next on the list, that being Packanack Lodge, the Big Pack 12. How many people out there got that? How many fans do you think we have that got that?
Not very
about
many.
six.
Not
about
very
six
many.
of them. Did you get it? No, you didn't.
Nope.
Fuck it. Okay, so Packanack Lodge, the big one. The only thing that's kind of holding this from back, being a little just in that top two there, is just the fact. I think it's very big, which is it's not really an issue. It's a very fun map. Parts are spread out in a way that still makes it kind of difficult for counselors. But I truly think that Packanack Lodge is the most balanced map. Like, I think that is where the counselors and Jason have an equal opportunity.
Every once in a while, you get those the boat parts spawn in the two cabins closest to the boat, and then the boat escape is right there.
Yeah,
Occasionally,
when it's up north.
Yeah, occasionally. Well, actually, both ways, really.
Actually, it would be south.
Yes.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, south. But I mean, north as well is sort of
Yeah.
right there. But yeah, most balance is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, so that's why she gets to the top 3 spot. But at our number 2 spot, Camp Crystal Lake, small. Again, unique, pretty solid shack locations that actually make you guess. You can't actually pick. You can't still look at your map and know where those are, but they're close enough together where it's still pretty fair for counselors. Again, feels like a racetrack. Rock those cars, find those parts fast, make it quick. It's just a nice, tight map, and it's pretty fast paced. It's very rare for on both this one and Packanack Small for them to fill out the time to make it 20 minutes. Either you escape or you die.
It's weird. Like, some maps, like, I don't know if I've ever seen that many 4 out of 8s on Jarvis, but like, I think I've seen just a wide variety of Jason destroying or counselor destroying, and even in the middle. I feel like there's a perfect balance. The game could go any direction, not one way or the other, but it could go one way or the other.
Indeed. Which brings us to our number 1 pick for our favorite map in Friday the 13th game. That, of course, being Grendel. It probably would have been. It definitely would have been, but we're never going to know now. I'm just kidding. It's Packanack Small. So I think, Packanack Small, everyone wants it. All right? Everyone wants to play there. It's the most fast-paced, definitely. And again, it's not very balanced. I would say it's definitely in favor of counselors, which is why it's more fun as a counselor. But because, like, you're constantly in action usually. Like, Jason's always tends to be close enough where you are constantly having to avoid him. Although you may find the parts fast and get shit fixed fast, it's still a fast-paced game and makes it a good time.
Yeah, especially if you have, like, a plus shift Jason. Like, they could go down that whole main road real quick.
Yeah.
Top of the map to bottom real quick.
Yeah, and I always like the layout of Packanack. Just like the fact that a lot of it's on this like deep, I don't know, like valley. It's like that big slope there. It makes for exciting drives.
Yeah.
All right, you got someone trying to escape. It gets pretty exciting. A shit ton of trees. And And, it's just, first of all, Packagac's a dope place in general, just because of the massive house. So there's actually more indoor and exciting action indoors than there are on any other map in general.
Yeah.
But hey, that's our ranking. Now quit asking us to do it, dog. We did it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Hey, let us know your ranking in the comments below. Please don't start an argument. This is just for fun. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you next time.